What the actual pardon my French. We have an erection at home, people. Like, what in God's God name? And we're back, guys. This is my favorite series I think I have ever filmed because honestly, it is endless. And it is, I'll just say it, horrific. The best and worst interior design and decor fails on the internet because people have no shame in sharing certain things that they're doing to their home, and it's not good. You're either catfishing new buyers with really terrible DIYs, or these DIYs are just not functional and they either fall apart or they honestly just look like crap. So let's get into it. Oh. We have an erection at home, people. Like, what in God's God name? I honestly don't know how I feel about this because there's one thing, like people love those like modern sleek faucets, but to have it actually, you know, come out of the vanity and then go back in, like it's, are you a faucet or are you just happy to see me? I don't know in what setting this would actually be a good idea. I know how dark people are. Someone is going to sit on that vanity and turn it on, and we all know that video of the ER guy that says, don't do it. This is that situation. Do not do this. Faucets are designed to be out and open for a reason. This, I think, is a cool feature to have it like a super flush and minimal detail, but the act of it going in and out in all levels is just disturbing. Like, just stick with your regular faucet for a vanity. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel for something that already works. Did you think that looked good? There are certain arts and crafts that just like don't do it for any space. This is oh my, like this is already a nightmare, people. Like, I'm all for making a stainless steel fridge like look like it's part of the design, but taking fabric and making your own DIY curtains and then just magnetizing it to the front of it, it looks so bad. It does not look like you hid the fridge whatsoever. It just looks like you have fabric hanging from it. This is taking cottagecore to a whole new level. Like, she's happy about it. I'm glad she is, but this is one of those things, like when I see it online, when it's shared, I want to know what made you go through this process. Because I love to watch videos and I always trust the process. I was lied to with this because there was nothing about this that looks, you know, decent. If you want to make your fridge actually blend into the environment, the easiest and probably most affordable thing to do is probably get a vinyl sticker, put it on the front as a finish that's similar to your actual cabinets. Putting this on is like, it's not cute. I'm gonna say it, this does not look cute. It's just making your kitchen look messier. The other downside about bringing upholstery fabric like this in the kitchen itself is that it is going to absorb smells through your cooking and everything. This is 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10 on this.
The first slab is just a 180-degree concealed hinge. And then the next two slabs have this cool mechanism.
This is incredible.
Up top that stacks all.
I absolutely love this. I have actually used a very similar design of this in a project before. Also, mine personally, we're doing a closet similar to this. Having standard bifold doors, the ones that accordion together, really are super outdated, and the technology and hardware behind them is very clunky and it breaks apart over time. I love that the first two of this 3-panel door is a hingeless conceal, which means you're gonna get a super flush finish that folds in on each other, and then it slides over to the side, which even more minimizes the footprint of the swing of the shutters themselves. It just goes cascaded beside it. I think this is absolutely amazing, and this should be honestly a new standard when it comes to a bifold or a trifold door, depending on how much space you have. Because once you actually populate a room with furniture, those typical 2 standard shutter doors sometimes open way too wide, and the 3-panel ones, like I mentioned the hardware before, is super clunky and not smooth.
Hey Glock! What's going on in the bathroom there, dude?
Dude, don't forget to wipe.
Oh
What's going on?
my, we got squirt guns, we got Taco Bell, we got a Pepsi machine. Oh my god, not the sound effects in the toilet room.
They get rickrolled.
The toilet paper comes out. Open late Taco Bell. Oh no, why is the seat dirty and neat?
A different flavor. I like your shower. So this is an artist down here in Sarasota.
Oh my god, and this kitchen.
And this is his furry
Refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
It's also a disco.
Oh.
So when you open up at night, there's a disco ball.
Yeah, because like Butter Dishes always have the DJ booth. They have like the penthouse.
That's
suites
right.
and, like, you can get the DJ
Look at these old sandals. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is so good. Oh, I haven't seen one of these in years.
Oh my.
Wow.
What the actual fuck? Pardon my French. But I don't even know where to start because there is so much to unpack in this toilet room, bathroom, kitchenette, living room space because it was like, it went so fast. There were so many things. We got a Taco Bell themed like neon bachelor pad. First of all, I'm never drinking or using anything that's coming out of a dispensary machine that's beside a toilet. That is just like contamination to its finest, even if it's sealed. I don't know what I could say to kind of like amplify the design. This is what happens when a grown man who is still a child gets grown man money and then they just buy all the most random shit and just throw it in place. There's neon colors everywhere. This is also like a cleaning nightmare. I need to know, how do you guys feel about neon decor? Because I think this really polarizes a lot of people. Some people like it, some people hate it. In my opinion, I think it looks really tacky, especially this setting, because this is like the only thing that's amplified in it. And I'm glad he's super happy about this. I don't know if I would be as proud sharing this, and I'm slightly embarrassed for any Hinge or Tinder date he brings over and he like, here, look at my bachelor pad. I think 99% of women would walk in there being like, I need to leave. This is like, there's so many red flags here, people. Now that it just popped up again to watch, I will actually give him 1 point because I see that he has a bidet in the toilet. You know, at least he cares about personal hygiene. That's the only positive part about this. 300 wall art, so I make one instead. Oh, is this gonna be one of those plaster Paris ones? You know what? I'm kind of neutral about this one because I am all about making your space not only tasteful and well designed, but also bringing in your own artistic flair to it. While I do not like the scale and proportion of how they laid out this plaster art on the actual canvases themselves, I think this is a very great introduction to making an artistic piece in a space. Whether you're using joint compound or you're mixing in this kind of like clay formation, I think you can really make one of these DIYs look great. I have done a textured art piece in plaster Paris before. I love it. I think it looks great on the wall. It brings that extra level of depth and dimension into a space, but this looks a little bit too arts and craftsy.
Here I am, finally working on my DIY tiles after months in the making.
Replicating
If you're
expensive
new
designer
here, hi, my
tiles.
name is Joanna, and this is the story of how I turned this bag of cement into these
Oh.
concrete beauties. It all started when I was looking
A
for
DIY
tiles for our
tile?
entryway, and then I saw these. Became obsessed immediately, but the staggering price made me change my plans. Since I
I'm
couldn't
actually
settle
very
for anything
impressed.
else, I decided to DIY them. I started by making models
the clay
out of self-drying clay, which I turned into
Clay tiles are absolutely stunning. I've been wanting to use them in projects myself. Obviously, the downside of them is that they are usually anywhere between $70 and $100 a square foot. So the fact that this creator DIY'd her own tiles the exact same shape and was able to customize them with color in the concrete, I think is amazing. The finished look of this, I think, is fantastic in the foyer as well. It's a small enough footprint. It looks really great. The colors feel coordinated. The one downside to this is that they are concrete tiles. Most people may not know that concrete is extremely porous. In a high traffic wet area like a foyer when you're coming in and out of the house, it will be detrimental to the structural integrity because these concrete tiles are going to crack over time and they're going to absorb water. So unless these are sealed really well with a full waterproof finish on it, you may have problems down the line. I'm gonna give her a 9 out of 10 of this. I am extremely impressed that they were able to take this DIY to the next level to make these look so good.
My new obsession is this round fitted table cover that protects my stone table from stains and scratches. It is water resistant and comes in many different colors and patterns to complement your home.
I'm gonna say it. I am so sick of these influencers showing off cheap and crappy Amazon products. It's a bib for your stone table. First of all, if you are buying a natural stone table, you're buying it for the purpose of it to be patinaed over time. It's gonna look beautiful as it aged. This also looks like it's possibly a travertine, which means it's not going to stain as much as your typical marble would. But covering it in this cheap plastic is gonna look bad. First of all, you already know how I feel about faux stone looking covers, wraps, contact paper. This is exactly that. You just made a beautiful stone table look so cheap. Like this stone table was probably, you know, $1,500, $2,500. You made it look like a $20 table with this cover on it. If you want to get natural stone, get natural stone. Do not cover it up with these cheap looking vinyl covers. Like, I get it, she probably has kids, so you want to protect it, but like put something else out on there, or at least only put it out if you're using it for your kids. Advertising this to make a commission on this is not making your space look great. Like, this is $20 is $20, and Design Daddy is putting you in jail for this one. I absolutely love when you guys send me DMs of these Instagram and TikTok reviews, because honestly, they make my day. So let me know in the comments below if you have seen some that I need to review, because this is an ongoing list of absolute disasters. But at the same time, I threw in a few good ones in there because there are some really great designs that people are doing out there that I am giving the Design Daddy stamp of approval on. If you enjoyed this video, I have an entire playlist of this genre of reviewing good and bad TikToks that you need to check out. And that's all for today. Make sure you like and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Mr. Phoenix Gray for all your daily tips and tricks. And if you're second guessing yourself, just ask, what would Design Daddy do? Send these people to jail. Honestly, this is bad.